Welcome to Yes Offense. Trigger warning, disclaimer, whatever you want to call it, this podcast will feature graphic language about sex, race, violence, and anything else that might make people uncomfortable. However, this is a comedy podcast, and everything and anything talked about on it should be viewed as an attempt at humor. Like, if you hear anything on this podcast you don't agree with or like, please just turn it off. No one on here is a politician or actually affecting the way you live. So if you genuinely have a problem with anything said on here, redirect your energy at a real issue going on in the real world. Now let's get into the show. Bang. And that's how it's going to go. Oh, yeah, I didn't tell you guys about the other thing I'm going to do. Well, welcome to Yes Offense, you guys. I'm your host, Alex Tomaselli, and I'm joined today with...
These blacks.
Cliff.
That is great. Can you play that again?
Yeah, I'm here with Cliff Mula and James T. Moore.
These blacks.
Yeah, I finally set up. I just Googled how to use the soundboard, and I have 4 little drops, and I'll use them when I can. But that one was
That's the title
just
of the
for you
episode?
guys, maybe. But yeah, so yeah, I got Cliff Mula and James T. Moore on, you guys, and Cliff. I usually do it early. Cliff, you got anything to plug? Any shows coming up? Anything?
I got a show on Waterbury, April 28th. I forgot the name of the place.
Okay, that's
High.
great. Go to your Instagram.
Yeah, Cliff Mula, CLIFFMULA.
Hell yeah. And you're going to get all his dates there or whatever. And James T. Moore, you got anything coming up?
Yeah, let me see. It's Wednesday at UConn.
Yeah, I'll be there too.
Okay, there we go.
I think I'm supposed to be on that too.
Well, hey, I'll see you on
I
there.
hope so.
Yeah, so his next show is actually next Wednesday.
Wait, I think it's Thursday, isn't it? April 22nd.
That's a there's
Is it None of us know our own goddamn. It is Thursday.
It is? Okay, I guess it's Thursday.
Thursday?
Jesus.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, Thursday there. Saturday, smoking jokes. You're able to smoke hookah or weed at the show. That's this Saturday.
Yeah, I seen that. Where is that at?
Well, you gotta.
Still can't say
I
it.
can't give you the private location. Or they gonna bust operation.
Nah, I know. Some of them things I was like, that was stupid as soon as I said it. I was like,
When he said I looked at him, I checked his shirt for a wire. I was like, what is this? So that and the May 1st, we had the Elbow Room. 2 shows. We sold out the first one, so we added the second show. So now we got a 9:30 show. 7:30 show sold out. I got 9:30.
Hell yeah.
In New York, Manhattan, May 21st. You can follow me on all social medias at Laugh More ENT. The word laugh, just how it's spelled. My last name Moore, Moore, and ENT.
Hell yeah.
All social medias.
Hell yeah. And I will also be on that show on the 22nd. It's at Husky's Tavern, actually.
There we go.
Yeah, in stores. And then I'll be at the Woodbury Brewing Company, April 29th. Brooke Llewellyn-Smith's doing that show. A bunch of other comedians are on that show, too, who are good. Chris Sear, Katie Arroyo, Musa. It's going to be a good one. And then I have a few dates coming up in May that just aren't... they're coming up, but I just haven't gotten the... I think I have something May 4th. I forgot what it is. I'm not doing good on my plugs either, so there we go. That's
you're not about to shout out your birthday show?
Oh my fucking god, dude! Yeah, April 30th. Yeah, the Huck and Hilarious comedy show, Elbow Room. Please come to that one. If any of them I just listed, I get the most money out of that. I'm not even being bashful.
I should have been first.
Right? No, I completely. Yeah, I'm not. Like I said, not good at my own plugs. Oh well. I don't know if you've heard about this, but I've heard about it from a few different sources. There was a writer in the UK who is like a BBC executive, and he said, "Yeah, what? You would Google that, you fucker."
Somebody else would too.
What'd you say?
The drops are saving me today. No, yeah, that's from Monster Squad. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie. But no, Idris Elba, BBC some executive said
Pause.
again.
Yeah, exactly. What you say?
No, dude, it's So the British Broadcasting Company, some executive was like, "Hey, I don't know where it exactly. I think it came up in an interview specifically, but they said that Idris Elba wasn't black enough to be on like TV when he was on TV. Like his whole character.
The nigga was on a wire.
Well, they were talking more about Luther. Have you ever seen Luther? Either of you?
Nah.
It's a show. It's a cop show, and it's bad. It's just Idris Elba being a cop, and it's badass. But I don't. His character didn't call for it. Like the shit they were saying. Hold on, let me just find it real quick. Like they said that when it first came out, everyone loved the fact that Idris Elba was there, a really strong black character lead. We fell in love with him. Who didn't, right? But after you got into it about the second series, you got that kind of like, okay, he doesn't have any black friends. He doesn't eat Caribbean food. This doesn't feel authentic.
So about that, and I feel for any black actor out of England because they have to deal with the same shit not being black enough in Hollywood. It's like they're black. It's like it sounds like they're upset that Idris is not from Detroit. That's what
Right,
it sounds like.
Or yeah, he's not like, because in the show he's like well dressed and everything on it. It just seems like it would be something like it seems weird that they have the same like negative stereotypes that a lot of people out here have. The same thing, like he's not black enough because of the way he acts or dresses.
He's articulate.
Like, yeah,
He don't eat beef patties.
yeah, literally, like doesn't eat Caribbean food. And dude,
That's pretty much what they said.
Yeah, really.
Never ate a beef patty.
And no, he like my whole thing too is like. Not whole thing, but like I watched the show, and in the first episode, his girlfriend breaks up with him, and he breaks a door and just beats it till it's like smithereens. And I'm like, that's the most man thing he could do in general. Like I don't see what it. I just like I'm like anyone would relate to like that character in general. Like I don't see how him being black enough or anything enough has to do with anything. Like the character's dope, and Idris Elba's super charismatic all around, so he just adds to it by being himself. I don't think him being quote unquote black enough is like a criticism.
He's too articulate, you know, and no visible tattoos, no baby mothers. America expects a certain thing. It was like, this is not the real deal.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's on the cover of Baby Boy or anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, exactly. You know.
Well, they say he's not black enough, but they probably don't have black writers.
Yeah. Well, I didn't. Yeah. I never kept up on Luther's like who writes, but yeah, I'm assuming in the UK in the early 2010s they were pretty white. You'll have more to say about this, James. Jake Paul, did you watch the Jake Paul or keep up on that?
Yeah, another knockout.
Yeah, I just watched it in like I watched it this morning. I didn't stay up or anything. Obviously, we were at a show.
So who he beat up now?
Dan.
What is he?
Masterson.
What is his profession? Ex-basketball player or something?
Who? Jake Paul?
No. He's a YouTuber. I'm talking about the other guy who knocked out.
Dan Master. I have no idea. I assume just because you fight. You're in that world, so I was like, maybe you just like caught the YouTube clips.
I was with you last night, so obviously I missed it, but I watched it in the morning. It looked like a dive, but
okay, yeah.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. We living in this pretty scary world when YouTube sensations out here knocking people the fuck out. I think we need. It's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You get knocked out by anybody at this point. This man, he don't look like Justin Bieber, but like he looks harmless. But he's out here knocking people out. You saw what he did to Nate? Yeah. Booty was in the air. It was bad.
Yeah, he became a meme, dude. That shit was bad for days. He also fucked with someone who has an online personality. I'm sure he had people just meme. They memed the fuck out of him.
He probably made more money after that though, somehow, right?
Who, Nate Robinson?
Yeah, because all he gotta do is sell his shirts with his face like.
I'm sure.
All fucked up.
Like it's one thing to get knocked out going out on your back, but like when your booty's in the air, it's a different level. it's such a it's such a position.
What they eat don't make a shit. Real talk. Well, the other guys there. You got that one too?
No, I just got the. James said some real shit, man.
Nah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Oh god.
Nah, man. The only thing for me with fights is what I've learned watching them is what you and I did is anytime there's like a big fight, I usually just am like, unless someone I know already paid and I'm like I have nothing else to do. Like I really don't watch fights that often, but if I literally have nothing else to do, I'll go there and I'll hang out, I'll drink, party and watch. But usually like 99% of the time I just wake up the next morning and I go, Google it and it's the fight's free. Right there, and you can just watch the highlights. That's how I watched the Khabib one. That's how I watched this one. That's how I'll continue to do.
I definitely had to watch the Khabib. I definitely had to tune into that. But the Jake Paul, I'm not looking at one. I'm not looking for.
I'm not a fan of his at all. So I really don't. No, I guess I like his trolling here and there, but and I you would respect the greats, right? Yeah,
yeah, you troll, right?
What he was doing to Nate
Trolls
Robinson
respect
was
trolls.
beautiful.
Dude, they have. I'm pretty sure if you watch certain Disney movies on Disney Plus now, like if you watch like Dumbo, it'll say in the and I'm not even. I don't care as long as they don't like. Completely not as long as they don't, it's just it's the way it is. So I think if it's the way it is, just keep it that way, especially for like the time it was. But they have a warning, like the FBI warning, but it says like there's characterizations of people in this that are outdated or whatever, and that's fine. But they also do it in like Aladdin, where it's like, I mean,
he was in a whole house.
Yeah, but it's also like I think it's just because they're wearing like turbans and stuff, and they're like that's not 100% accurate, but it's like, I mean, it's a cartoon.
Cares?
Yeah, it's who cares? It's a cartoon. But they're gonna eventually, I'm predicting this will come back at one point. They're gonna do that for like The Sopranos too, where it's like, you guys, they say racist things in these episodes. It's like it's a show about gangsters where they kill people
and they're Italian.
They beat
they kill hookers.
They beat women to death in that show, and it's gonna be like they're gonna say that, but it's not gonna say like. And I don't care either way, but it's gonna specify that. But it's like also in the show you can see a woman get her head caved in.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
You touched on the Aladdin, like the man was flying around on the magic carpet. We all loved it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't unlove it.
Yeah.
Because you can't.
Yeah. I'm sorry did I cut you off?
No.
Like if
they probably might change Princess Jasmine too.
Yeah.
Make her less curvy or some shit. Like, oh, she.
Dude, yeah.
What about the plus size woman? She gonna be like 300 pounds and shit.
Fuck it. They need love too, man.
Yeah, she ends up getting just fat and then
too heavy for the carpet.
They have to just take breaks.
They on a jet. They body shaming now because they on a jet. She can't.
Nah, yeah, it's just I don't know, man. It's like I don't remember when I was younger, like being. Like seeing that stuff and being like, that's everyone either. You know what I mean? Like I knew it, like shit wasn't real, like all the way. I don't know. I feel like people just don't want to explain shit to their kids at all anymore.
Yeah, when I was young, I thought Puerto Ricans were like white. I thought y'all was like the same shit. Like, all right, whatever, y'all white. So, like, I didn't know it was like a big deal.
Not white, yeah.
But I thought,
no, I'm kidding. I'm just saying, like,
but like some of them like had like spiky hair and shit like that, and they had like your complexion. I'm like, oh, you white?
Oh no, yeah, yeah.
Oh, because they could use the LA looks.
What do you mean LA looks?
They could use the gel.
Nah, they just did this.
I know what you're talking about now too. There was a girl in my like when I went to 6th grade, and she said she was Puerto Rican, and I remember I didn't argue with her. I just remember like looking at her and being like, she's not Puerto Rican. And then, but in looking back, it's just, and now like the more I've seen of the world, I was like, oh, that girl was 100% Puerto Rican, like 200%. It's just some of them. You're right though, have a very very white complexion. But yeah, it was the thing that refreshed me was her attitude. By the way, for listeners,
and a lot of them check right off on the job applications. Too.
Hey man, yeah, it
goes
will.
A long way.
It will.
Goes a long way, especially in this country, boy. I tell you.
Yeah.
When that shit be crazy, I checked off white and then I showed up to the interview.
Yeah, you could do dude. Honestly, I bet you could do the reverse Rachel Dolezal, and no one would get mad. No one would get mad. Nothing would happen. Nothing.
That's what I've been doing since I got these glasses, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to change the whole character. You know, I've been
Just
reading
put
a
on
lot more.
you change your voice. You just take it up 10 octaves.
Absolutely.
Like, hey, how you doing, guys?
Exactly. I stand on my tippy toes for no reason, mid conversation. Shit get great.
Seeing chairs, your legs crossed.
Exactly. Yeah, see, I walked into the Shish Lounge with the Starbucks last night. You ain't see I was there. It was wonderful, man. I'm trying to convert all the way over.
How was Shit's Lounge last night?
It was
More people?
no, it was fine. We had a good time. It was a small crowd, and they were, and you can attest to this, they were very giggly. They just weren't. Kareem Blue knocked it out of the park. He's a beast. He's been doing it way longer than us, so he knew how to weather them completely. But like I, for example, and I'll only talk about me, I just could not get them to uproar at all. I was not happy with my performance, but it was a fun show. They all had fun. They didn't even hate me. It was just
that Slumdog comment.
Oh my god, dude!
Shit. It came out of left field.
Kareem Blue just walked on stage. There's a group of Indian kids on the corner, and he goes, "What's up? How you Slumdogs doing it?" Yo, fucking dude, they loved it. I love that. They loved it, dude. Loved. They were like, "Oh, I'm not even." They were. Yeah.
I'm on your side. That was bad.
No, they were though. They loved him.
No,
dude.
I just found out you was racist today.
For real. You know I hate women, right?
Racist and sexist.
Yeah, sexist, yeah, definitely.
They should have stayed in the kitchen, huh?
Yeah, they should have.
I went too far. I'm sorry.
No.
I don't got the cachet yet. To
Off
say
the
shit
stage,
like
back in the kitchen. Does that have like what's that bulletin board? Not a bulletin board. A picket fence, picket sign.
Picket sign. Yeah. Damn.
We all older now, right? So
Yeah.
like, you see someone now and be like, you ever see a chick now from back in the days be like, damn, you a mom now?
Yeah.
Like you be thinking about that shit, like, yo,
dude.
because like they were people when they was like 21 or 22 when they was out here, you know, doing whatever,
James,
whatever.
You have a kid, right?
Two.
When did you first have a child? Conceive your first?
My daughter's. I was 20 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. 20 years old.
I mean, and I don't mean this in a mean way at all. As you're a great guy, I'm sure. I'm like, and this might even. I don't know if anyone I know. Like people I know. No, people I not like that. I mean, almost all the people I know personally from my community were anyone I knew who had a kid in their early 20s shouldn't have had a kid.
Oh, me?
I mean,
absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Yeah, but you seem like you on your shit though. You don't seem irresponsible type of dude.
I am a different dude. So early on, no, I wasn't. But as I grew, I'm up for now.
I was also gonna say this too. Everyone I know who had the kid, they all seem like good parents. They're doing fine. They're doing right by their kid. It's just when they had it, I was always like, "What are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Why?"
At 20 years old, you don't know your ass from your elbow,
dude. It's crazy. Yeah. Oh, definitely not, dude. I don't want. I'm like very skeptical about kids now. And even back then, if I had a kid then, it would have been a fucking nightmare. Like I would have needed help from. Like I would have just like needed help from my mom the whole time.
I didn't know what to do. I was terrified, but you know, I was able to lean on my parents. But yeah, you're absolutely right. 20 years old, like no one knows what the fuck they're doing with the brain. The
25 is when apparently it closes.
I thought it was 27.
Oh, I heard it was 25.
Okay,
so
you might know.
I've heard it from Joe Rogan too. So
cool.
Joe Rogan know everything, man.
It's a fact.
So yeah,
maybe it's 25 for women, 27 for men.
No, yeah,
45 for men.
We are hard-headed, dude. Yeah, we
45.
We do not learn. Yeah, no, but yeah, I think it's 25. That's why they say if you're gonna smoke weed, try to wait till you're 25. But I mean,
they don't want to stop the
it apparently, yeah, it apparently
you can
makes,
tell a stoner get that shit out of here.
It apparently affects your brain heavily. So if you do it well, think about this too. Anybody who, and I'll stand by this. I'm not gonna, no disclaimers. Anybody who smokes weed when they're like 12 and continues to heavily is fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, Cliff.
I didn't do it heavily though. I was a full blown pothead maybe like 18.
Don't get me wrong.
But I started at 12.
you know,
You can
I've
tell
dabbled.
a piehead.
I've dabbled.
You can tell
Let's put
somebody
it
got
that
an
way.
addiction. They're like, it wasn't really that bad. At 18 is when I really started smoking the blunts by myself.
For podcast
Oh
sake
nah,
and
I
my
used to chill
job
with some
sake.
bum ass niggas, man. Like I used to.
Oh no, me too.
Like they ain't had no money for a Dutch. They'd like take the end of a black mile, put some weed in it, smoke
I've seen that. Yeah,
skip
dude.
school, like fuck bitches raw in buildings, like scumbag ass
Buildings.
niggas, scumbag ass niggas, yo.
I love whenever Cliff says something like he doesn't even realize is like weird, and he's like, yeah, they fucked in buildings, and they're like, what do you mean fucked in buildings? Like, oh, they were abandoned. We just went in them, fucked.
Yeah,
You're
it'd be like a little laundry room or something. Like, you just getting head
say
from
this-
fat girls. Like we was yo.
Say this is like an open mic, and all like suburban white girls there, like, what?
That's Mula.
What? That happens?
That makes me unique though.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
let's
no,
go.
no, I
Let's
love
see
it,
what this
dude.
nigga gotta say.
I love it, dude. I know
Nah,
that.
but I know some of
happens.
these white girls. They do. They look at me like, oh my god, this
Oh,
guy.
dude, I've seen it. Yeah, we've all been in
I've
those
been in
conversations.
arguments.
Why
Yo, this is my life, man. I don't mean nothing by it. I'm just.
You said white girls look at you weird?
I've been in a couple arguments with like white comedians, female.
Okay.
Some of them think I hate women. I'm just honest.
I know
I
you don't
plead the
hate
fifth.
women.
Nah, I don't hate
It's
women.
just a bit.
Nah.
We love
It's-
fucking
it's-
around.
You just don't like whores.
Sorry.
Nah, I like them.
Yeah, but sorry. This is a big whatever. If anyone's made it talk shit. Sorry, comedians like talking shit. I don't know what comedians are hanging out and not talking shit to one degree or another. Like
Humans, man.
yeah, but like I don't know what these if these woke comics are sitting around like they're definitely not like, aren't you guys happy? They're sitting there like Donald Trump's a fucking dork, fucking loser. It's like you do the same shit on the opposite spectrum. Like we don't give a fuck. We'll make fun of anybody and or anything. It's like you guys will have these weird morals, but we'll literally dismiss those morals when it comes to someone you don't like.
Yeah.
It's insane. I fucking hate it. Anyway.
I can go on forever talking about that.
Nah, man, I agree though. Like I don't understand. I don't like to talk too much comedy shop, but I really don't understand that. Like I've always said this with like joking and shit. Like I don't understand when there's a group of comics who are completely fine with joking about Trump, white people, and how women are in like to be in. It's not even. They're fine with insulting Donald Trump, men, and like Christianity. That's fine. And I'm 200% on board with making fun of any of those things to any degree. I don't care if you go on stage and say Jesus Christ is the devil, like, or that he's gay. I really don't care. I don't care. But then they will get mad at someone if they do the opposite. Like if someone goes on stage and talks about race, what?
Or about Biden.
Right, talks about Biden.
Or
says,
lip-tarts.
I don't like women suck as a bit. Or if they go on stage and are like, anything the opposite. It's like, first of all, if you're a real comedian, all those subjects are fair game. You can do whatever you want with them. But for some reason, there is that split, and it's like if you're okay with making fun of that, you should be fine. I don't know.
I want you 100% on that. Even when I have like a Trump joke, and the only reason why I tell it is because I know when I start talking about Trump, the crowd is expecting me to shit on him.
I've heard it. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah,
they judge you right away. So they're like, "Oh my god, like he's bringing up Trump. He's about to." Even white people, I'm sure they sit back and say, "Here we go with this shit." It's like no, like I'm like, yeah, you can learn something from everybody. He's 45th president, and that's the beauty of what we do as far as comics. Like, you know what I'm saying? Taking what's going on in the world, what's burning down, and making it something we can laugh at.
Yeah, of course.
So you're robbing yourself for that when you come to a show. Obviously, I'm black. Obviously, I can say obviously, I'm from Hartford. So more than likely, I'm probably a Democrat. You know, I probably didn't come from money. Probably needed a little assistance, help moving along. So me and my family probably voted a certain way.
Oh, of course.
So,
I'm pretty liberal myself. It's just I don't like their bullshit.
Exactly. I agree.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because
morally liberal. Yeah.
Exactly. So, so when you come to these shows and someone, because when someone is pro Trump and they got Trump, like, remove your feelings, enjoy the art. Is it funny?
Yeah.
Is it not? Don't hear Republican and have your butthole clench up.
Yeah, I hate that too.
Don't hear like
it's all about context.
I'll be honest. I don't say the F word because the LGBT communities they're gangsters. I don't say.
Oh, they really are. Yeah.
So like I got this new joke where I do call people like I'm like you're a bundle of sticks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we know.
You
Yeah.
know, I use that instead, but you play with it that way. Like use the art.
Yeah, they're getting mad at queer, dude. I use queer in a set sometimes, and I had a guy come up, not a guy, like a booker come to me after. It's like, if you do that in like a New York club, it just might not fly. And I'm like, it's what can
fly,
I like?
man.
I know,
You're liberal.
I know, and my whole thing is like, it's
You just gotta be like, yo, I'm a queer.
yeah,
Just walk off.
My whole, you know, my bit, Cliff. I'm gay. I just only have sex with women. Only,
Me
only
too.
have sex with women.
I identify
I'm
gay for the benefits, but I have sex with women.
I'm super gay. I'm so gay, but I will not have sex with men. I only have
Me
sex
neither,
with women.
yo. I identify as gay. 'Cause if you could be a woman and identify as a man, why I can't identify as
Hey
gay?
man, Cliff said that.
Nah, but that's the same logic, right? I don't mean nothing by it.
No,
You
no,
can do
I
whatever
agree-
you want.
I
You can say
agree.
you a zebra. I don't
I
give a fuck.
agree. Like if
Zebras?
Yo, I'm a zebra. Nah.
yeah. No, I agree, dude. Like there is some. My whole thing is, dude, is like if you're trans, it's fine. I agree with that, but let's not pretend that there aren't people out there who are straight up using that shit to their advantage or just lying. Okay, and it's like look, my whole thing is if you want to do that, it's your business. You deserve healthcare. Boom. However, if I've said this to Cliff, like if Cliff and I were hanging out one day and Cliff was just like, you know what? I've always been a woman. I'd be like, I don't know, man. I really don't. I don't know. I don't think that. I'm sorry. I disagree with you.
What if your pops became trans?
Hey, man. If
That's a hell of a question.
Yo, man.
My pops is damn near 60, so I'm like,
Yeah.
now?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's if you felt that. Hey, man.
Like, damn, man.
Listen.
Like,
if-
now?
let's put it this way. If my dad became trans, dude, I have some questions. That's what I'm gonna say. I have some questions, dude.
I got some
and
questions
I think,
too, yo.
I think as his son, I'm allowed to ask those questions. Let's put it that way.
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna keep
family.
it at that. Yeah, but having said that, dude, like. You know me. If a random person, I could give a fuck. I really don't care what you do ever. I don't care what anyone does as long as it's not
As long as you
evil.
respect me.
Yeah, and dude, like I don't want you don't hurt anybody. Obviously,
If my father became trans at 60, I think I have a couple questions to him. What the fuck happened at age 59? What did obviously I want to have a conversation with my mother. Like, what the fuck did you do to him?
yeah,
man?
why are you guys not fucking?
At 60, he was like, you
when
know
did
what?
that stop? You got to find out when that stopped.
Exactly.
You know?
You know what? I think I want to be the fuck E, not the fuck her. It's like, what's going on? That's damn at 60. That's wild, Cliff. That's genius too. Huh?
Yeah, you just like, yeah. Like I said, it doesn't even matter. Like, yeah, like we said, as a bit, you could really do that nowadays. I think if we really stuck to that, it would be a funny ass bit. Like, yeah, we're gay.
Stuck that. Pun intended.
I had a thing. I explained like to Ish and Staff, my roommates, and they've been Staff will be on the podcast. Ish has been on, but that this is actually. You guys are gonna be like, that's just gay, all around gay with you gang with you guys, but like, all right. So like, back when just years ago, I had this. There was that what it was going around, but it was more popularized, at least popularized for me at the time. There was that thing that went around where it's like everyone's gay a little bit. So you know what I mean? Like you whether you realize it or not. So like you it's like buried down or whatever. So I was like, that can't be true. Like, but you know what? If it is, I'm turning off all my blinders to the world. So if I go out and I see a dude and I'm attracted, that's just the way I am.
There's some people that think like that.
Yeah,
though.
no,
Like, you know what?
and I went and I was like, I remember even like going to the mall and being like, it's been a while, so like what? I haven't had sex in a while, so like, let's see what. And literally, like, dude, but like literally, like looking around and like inadvertently, without thinking about it, just looking at women and not even like trying to look at dudes. You know what I mean? And I was like, that's just the way I am, man. I just don't want dudes, I guess. And then Ish and Mustafa were like, so you were bi-curious? And I was like, no, I was just, I guess. And they're like, yeah, you're a little gay, dude. I'm like, yeah, I guess I am. I don't know what to do.
Just like he ain't got the courage to cross the finish line.
That's what I'm saying. No, he's just like,
mm.
you just haven't met a guy yet to turn you on. And I'm like, so I just one day, like, you never know. I'll just be walking and be like, oh, no, I'm just, it's a bit now. It's not happening. Nah, man.
At this point, it's not an if but when. This is
It's like a time bomb.
Yeah, dude.
Breaking
Exactly.
story.
And apparently I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? But it's not gonna happen. Because like this is the other thing. You look like we're all comfortable with ourselves where we know certain guys are attractive. Like there's nothing gay about that.
Yeah.
But I've never seen any, like, let's say a Will Smith. Let's classic.
Okay.
I've never looked at him and
Classic. Why is it classic?
It's like
classic. You gotta describe that.
like.
Nah, this shit's getting good.
Yeah,
I know
it's
this fucking
really
with you. I'm
revealing.
fucking with you.
No, I'm saying like everyone knows him as like
Yeah.
a good-looking charismatic. Whatever. I've never looked at him and been like, ooh, you know what I mean? Like, and he, like, I'm saying, like, the cream of the crop, good-looking guys. I've never looked at them and been like, you know what? One day, like, it just never happens. So
I'm listening.
I'm fine.
I'm a listener. Listen, all I know is I feel like this podcast should be titled "Tomaselli Came Out." Now, he was warming us up too. I'm listening. He was like, "I don't like sports at all." I was like, "Okay, strike one." Strike fucking
Right?
one.
You don't like sports. Fucking
Strike
gay.
one.
Oh no, dude! I walked into that one, dude. Oh,
Wrestling,
fuck.
get it out of here.
No, I wouldn't like wrestling. I'd be like, yeah, those guys in tights just picking each other up.
Well, that was when you was a kid. Now you just started. You know,
Yeah, I figured it out later.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna be trans soon, you guys.
seven episode.
As I
feel
do
like
this from my girlfriend's
if you
house.
become trans, though, you gotta accept. Like, if you're a woman and you become a dude and you're in a locker room or whatever, you gotta just be able to hear that talk. You know, like locker room talk. You can't be like, "Oh my god, what?" No, you're a dude now. You gotta join in. You know what I mean?
I mean
Like,
this in a respectable way to the trans community. Like, and maybe you guys feel similar, but isn't it me, or isn't it just? Don't you feel more sus about a man turning into a woman than you do a woman turning into a man? For some reason, right? There's a something. Whenever, I don't know what it is. It's just like, not like they're inferior or anything. I'm just like, why? And especially when it's an athletic thing, I always think it's sus because you're trying. I think there's definitely that disadvantage thing, but like I always, not always, but I'm just like that for some reason that one is stranger than the others. What I mean, I'm sorry if I'm using the wrong words, you know, yada yada, disclaimer, blah blah blah.
No, you're right. And you mentioned the athletic part, right? So that's the shit that's hilarious to me. When I watch the UFC, dudes just like obliterate these women, like busting them all up. It's like, oh my God, key fighters, like, yo,
or track, dude.
Buckley, right here in Hartford, Buckley High School.
Yeah, I heard about that shit.
Yeah, there are two trans genders breaking all the records. So even in the UFC, like some shit like MMA, it's like you watching this dude who identifies as a woman pummel this dude, and we're all standing around watching this shit happen, and it's crazy, bro. It's honestly, I'm broke, but I think I'm about to start identifying as rich. It's like, but you said you have money.
Make it.
Identify as a millionaire.
That's we're getting. It's a good subject though. Now you guys, I feel like have more insight to this than like some white dude like me. But like when I hear the Rachel Dolezal thing, to me that. I've watched the documentary and everything. I thought that shit actually fascinated me, the reactions to it and everything. I'm saying I don't understand how the trans community has a problem with that, but the amount of other things they are willing to accept is just odd to me. That's all I'm going to say. Do you guys think that's weird at all, being black?
I think you shouldn't judge at all,
I don't mean
man.
to be blunt, you know what I mean?
Nah. I think you shouldn't, like, if you black, you shouldn't judge, like, gay people, whatever, anybody that's, like...
You said if you're black, right?
Yeah.
So that's my thing, right? So as obviously being black, you face discrimination so much. It's like, who the hell are you to, like, I ain't gonna say who the hell are you, because obviously our plight is different. Like, somebody don't know you're gay when you leave the house, but they know you're gay when they know you're black, pardon me.
Yeah.
they know you gay when you black. No, that's not. We're gonna edit that
Oh, they
out.
did not.
So
That's the title of the episode. They know you gay when you black.
I am sympathetic to others' plight because I go through that. However, it's funny that he brought up Rachel twice, and it's funny because I feel like Alex kind of Rachel a little bit. I feel like he like this black white dude.
Oh,
kind of.
I was like, what do you mean?
No,
I was thinking like, wait.
No, he listen.
I was like, where you going with this?
No, it's 8:30. He got these two black dudes from Hartford in his living room. He's smoking weed, his beer here. You know what I'm saying? This is black. He told his girl, like, yeah, my boys is coming over. Listen, he's living the black lifestyle, so I'm tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my girl, by the way. She rules. Don't let us do this in the living room. She's the best.
Because I would have looked out there and said, them two, nah.
Yeah, you gotta teach these other crackers like that. Black people ain't that bad. Like they don't be. I swear, like I don't know how they don't like. They be uncomfortable with them, even around each other. It's like yo, it's so weird.
I was telling her this earlier. Like literally, like there's. Like I've seen it, and maybe even with you. Like this was you. I'm being basic, but it's literally like I'm just me myself all the time. Like I like you. We like the same shit. I'm not saying like I don't see race because everyone fucking sees it. I'm just saying like I relate to people I relate to. I don't care. I genuinely, if I'm talking to an Asian kid and he's like, I love Transformers, we're gonna have a good conversation. But if I'm hanging out with an Asian kid and he's like, you know, the Biden administration is really, I'm gonna walk away. I don't give a fuck about that person. They're boring. I don't care. And race has nothing to do with it, is what I'm saying. I've literally witnessed in this scene like comics hanging out with us, whatever, and they're like to Cliff, like, I like hip hop.
Yeah, they trying too hard. I'm like, yo.
You're like, yeah, and they're
So?
like, I'm really down with it, man. They say this weird shit, and you're like, what media are you consuming where it's teaching you to be awkward in front of everyone?
Not only
you know
that,
what I mean?
like yes, they changed like their tone.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
Now you're exactly like I heard you on stage. You was very articulate. Now you talking to me. It's like, yo, what's up, bro? Like it's like, relax. I'm getting offended.
I don't. Oh, sorry.
No, I was done.
Okay.
That happened to me once at CT with this comedian though. He was from Hartford. I'm not gonna say his name, but we was at CT. It was like 3 years ago. He come to me. He's like, yo, man, these crackers ain't feeling us, man. They ain't like what we are, man. We different. We doing comedy together. So I do my set. I had a good set. So it's like a whole bunch of comics after. He's like maybe 22nd or some shit. He's like, yo, man, watch my shit. I'm like, nah, I want to go home. He's like, oh, come on, man, we black, man. He tried to do whole Hartford shit. He get up on stage. Oh, my God, what's up, y'all? Like, white girls, y'all know how to cook y'all food. Like, how you get from gangster to gay in, like, 30 seconds? And then he bombs. The white people was not liking him. He bombed. He's like, yo, man, this is saying our crowd, man. I'm like, yo, they like me. Like,
so
you was being inauthentic. You were just.
Exactly. And I'll say that. So I'm glad you used that. So I was already working the urban rooms. I was having a hard time crossing over to like white rooms, I'll be honest. And I couldn't figure out why. It's like, damn, like my content there. But it was because whenever I would get in front of white people, I would change who I was. Like I would kind of, not to say like the hey guys, but that wasn't me. Like I would try to change.
I never noticed that.
No, honestly. Like, and,
I mean, you're doing a little longer than me. So.
Yeah, no,
I've never seen you do that when
Yeah.
I performed.
But you guys seen it.
I've been later.
But you've seen it after.
Right,
But before, I used to do that. And like you said, being authentic is the best part because people smell it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Artie Robb taught me, not taught, but like gave me that
Yeah.
speech about that. That was very informative and
he's
inspiring.
Yeah.
Shout out to Artie Robb.
Oh yeah, I want to know who's this guy who was talking about we black man and hey guy. Okay, we're talking about it off the record. Off the record.
It's up to you, man.
I mean, he don't even do comedy no more. It was some nigga named Dwayne.
Oh yeah. Oh, he sell direct TV now.
Yeah, with the glasses and shit. He be having a little comedy.
Oh yeah, he got the little.
Yeah. That was the first time I met him.
He got the Undertaker hat. He wear like the top hats.
I don't even know.
I don't.
But he ran a show at Vibe. Shout out to Vibes in Hartford.
Yeah. That shit crazy.
I don't know if we talked about it on your first time we were on, but similar story. He and I are in was it Providence?
Yeah,
Westerly. It was Westerly. Westerly, Rhode Island, waiting for a mic. We go to a bar next door to get a beer, and I'm like, I go up to the bartender, and he comes up to me and was like, hey, man, what can I get you? And I'm like, I'm just looking, like, give me a sec. And then he goes over to Cliff and is like, yo, what's happening, man? What can I get you, bro? like, dude, switched it up so hard.
I peeped it, but I didn't even care. I was just like, yo, man, I want something.
Just laughing so hard.
Sometimes I'm impressed, and it's like, all right, he's just trying to connect. And then sometimes when you go over the top, it's like, you being offensive now, relax. But yeah, bro, I won't say the bar name, but there's this one bar I used to go to a lot out here in the comedy scene, and man, they just you could feel they don't want you there. You know, went to the bar, they would slam like your debit card. They would slam my debit card like in the puddle of like you pour drinks to spill.
Yeah.
I remember I went and gave the man cash.
Do I know about this place?
Yeah. We all performed there. We talk about it off the record. But yeah, so long story short, I just come with the game. That comes just not trying to be funny and get all political, or it's just come with being black in America. But
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
or they come up and they tell you. You ever seen white people tell you they guilt like, oh, I have black friends after they see you perform like, oh, they're not that bad, It's like I didn't say that.
Yeah, man.
I say this though. I talk a lot of shit about America, but I don't want to live nowhere else. I'll tell you that. You want to go to Mexico?
I mean, nah.
Exactly.
Just
I don't want to go to
party for
South
a
Korea.
weekend,
You want to go
maybe even for a month.
You want to chill with North Korea?
No, hell no.
Like it's so.
Well, dude, China, they're no fans of.
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude.
They were treating us like shit when all this happened, kicking us out, trying to evict people from apartments.
Dude, it's I'm not saying America's perfect at all. It's just like we live in it, so I'm convinced that there are people out here who just want turmoil.
Yes.
So we're constantly being pumped that there is a huge and don't get me wrong, shit's fucked up,
Yeah,
but like this is happening right now.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? So there's greatness out there that's happening. People just want to ignore that shit. And the fucking I'm baked and I'm running.
No, we're talking about Asia, China. The shit was going on.
And then they literally are like, America's shitty, but and I'm not saying focus on other countries because like we do have to fix here. In fact, we should be focusing everything here. Like we shouldn't be giving as much money to other countries.
Yes.
But they literally are like, oh, this, and then but you're completely fine with like doing business with these other countries that are horrible. Yep. I'm not shitting on any religions, but there's literally a religion out there, and I'm not a fan of Catholics. Like, we can talk about that pedophile cult any day, but there's literally, there's literally, like, the Muslim religion, it's like, if you go to those countries, women walk behind men.
Yeah.
Anywhere they go. They're covered up. Yeah. Come on. Like what's that about?
That's not bad thinking. No.
I'm
fucking
You're
around.
right. Well, dude, I'm saying it rules, okay? It's a paradise
I
for
thought you were
men,
talking
dude.
bad about it. Like, what are you?
What's going on, Sally?
Can't drive.
No, dude, for real. And it's like, I don't know. I'm not saying people take it for granted because it's like, we have to fix what we got to fix too. So
exactly. So
I'm all about that.
When I say, I want to live anywhere else, I don't say it too often and publicly because, people take it and you're like, oh, you're Uncle Tom. Like, I overstand things, so, like, I'm not going to be champion of like America's the greatest country. I'm just saying I know there's worse place. And
oh, hell yeah.
We're working towards something different.
Dude, yeah, they literally, some people act like Russia is like better than here at times. So it's like, yeah, okay. All right, dude.
One motherfucker. How long Putin been in power over there?
I don't fucking know, dude. He kills people. So
yes. Yeah. Like if you speak badly of him.
So is our government too, by the way. But
no, definitely. But if you speak badly about, like, you can get on the internet and say,
oh, hell yeah.
Trump.
We can do
Biden.
this. Yeah.
Exactly. However, if you do that, you're out of here. Like, Putin sends his goons. Good night, Irene.
Yeah, black SUVs.
Yeah. Ski mask, real soprano shit. But
dude, for real.
There's no directors yelling cut. You're already out here.
You're fucking. So, and it's the governor.
I want to thank you, lady, for this IPA. This IPA has been
absolutely. Help yourself to another one if you want.
Well, I think that's Truly right there. I can't drink Truly because then I'm probably going to sit down when I pee at home.
This goes back to, this is the other thing like you just said a second ago, Cliff, is you said that white people after a show or after we do any racy bits, they'll come up, they'll say shit like, I do this, or like, you shouldn't. I know another, like, I always know someone, they'll say something that's even more racist. Like, it goes back to the Idris Elba thing if I even include that. But like the Idris Elba thing where it's like a woke ass executive producer comes out and is like, actually Idris Elba wasn't black enough for Luther. He didn't have any black friends or eat Caribbean food. It's like that is so fucking racist, especially the Caribbean food part. Like,
I was gonna say that.
It's like you went so specific with your region and what you expect.
Like, well, white people don't eat beef patties too, like,
or just that would be like here. It's like fried chicken.
Yes, yeah. That he was
Yeah.
on the set for 37 days. We never saw him eat chicken. He was eating tofu. The shit pissed us off.
Yeah, he didn't say the N-word.
Yeah.
Like, what?
It's
he don't drive with a seat down.
You know what,
Seat
Cliff?
back.
Yeah. He was
I want to tie into that, right? So,
Yeah.
when I was talking about my on-stage experience about like not being myself, the authentic part, what I did notice about white people, most white people, like white people go to like Puerto Rico, they want the authentic experience, like they like that authentic shit.
You want to get your wife fucked
No.
by some other guy?
No.
You want to get stupid? Go to a fucking boombox playing crazy with the in a parking lot somewhere.
I'm just saying
Sorry.
that they like the
Stupid, yo. You dumb, yo.
they like the authentic experience. So I say that he fucked me up. I forgot what I was going to say.
The white people, they go somewhere, they want the authentic experience.
They like the authentic experience. So when like he's being very critical of Idris because like he's like, oh, black actor, like he wanted the flavor that came with it, and to him Idris was bland. It's like to him it's like we should have just got a white actor if he was gonna be like so business like
But not all niggas dance and eat beef patties.
I agree.
I'm not saying he's right. No, I'm not saying that
No,
too. But I'm saying
what
like,
you said it was so funny.
if I was talking to the person like that's complaining about this shit, it was probably white. White people complain.
Yeah, dude, we do.
I didn't say he was right. I'm just saying that he wanted Flavor Flav.
Yeah, man.
That's pretty much.
That shit's annoying, dude.
He wanted Flavor Flav.
I don't know. Not a fan of that shit.
But authenticity sells. So
I guess, man.
Yeah, I never came into comedy talking about being a character.
Yeah.
People are like, are you playing a character? It's like, I don't know. I just speak what I feel, and then if y'all laugh, y'all laugh.
For real. Well, I've seen you do that. I've seen you do that tonight.
Yeah, do you guys ever seen a retarded kid get beat up? No, that's not funny. Borderline.
Not a retarded kid. I've seen like some slow kids get beat up. Well, all right, like one story, right?
Here we go. Yeah.
I was like 15. I was playing ball in the park. And like all the other niggas around me, they was like jumping some dude. And he had a dude, it was this dude, he had a name. He had two names. He be like, my name is Kyle. I'm not using a real name. It's like, my name is Kyle, right? So that, remember on Sargent Street where that Channel 20 news thing is? That building? Yeah, on Sargent. Yep. So they chased him over there from the park, right? And he was like, yo, man, my mom got stabbed right here. My mom, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. He's crying. He's like, my mom, you gonna beat me up right here? They just beat him up. I'm like, yo.
You find that funny for some reason.
He was like a crack baby. He was a crack baby. He's funny looking. I do that. No, I don't know why I find violence funny.
It is horrible.
No, I got another quick story, right?
I got one that's funny.
So I was like maybe 15. It was during Halloween. I remember that. And this dude, some like corny Puerto Rican dude was about to get jumped by some other niggas, right? So my boy came and he was like, yo, man, I was gonna jump my boy. He was like, nah, we wasn't gonna jump your boy. You my nigga. He's like, you my nigga? I don't even know you. So what up, nigga? So what up? So them niggas just start squaring up, and my boy slammed the other nigga on his head, started punching him.
Fox
and then the nigga put on his clothes, and he just waited for the bus like shit ain't happening. Me and my boy was dying laughing because it's like, yo, this nigga said, yo, we boys. Like, man, we not even boys. I don't even know you. So what up? And then like,
Cliff, you really say whatever.
Yeah, really.
No, in a good way. It's funny.
You just tell about crimes that you've witnessed, and you're like, it was funny though.
This man was funny, bro. He got his ass whooped in the same parking lot his mother got stabbed.
He was kind of retarded, so I didn't know if he was telling the truth. He was slow. He was a crack baby. He was a crack baby, so I don't know.
He was mentally challenged, is the correct.
He was a crack baby, man. I've been friends with a couple of crack babies.
James is like offering you a ladder, and you're like, no, I'm digging this hole. Fuck your ladder. I don't fucking need it.
I ain't gonna be no Hollywood nigga, man. I know that shit off rip, man. Like,
nah, fuck that retarded
all I need to do is
crap,
make
baby.
like 10 bands off comedy.
That's fun. You're like, oh,
Like you heard about Cliff? Yeah. Fucking show had one episode. It took him off the air.
But that shit's kind of fun. I don't know why it's funny to me, man. It's fucked
I don't
up
know
inside.
it. It's a bit, everybody.
They say never happened. This happened in like Afghanistan. This ain't happened in Hartford. They say
Sergeant Street in Afghanistan. It's the
Yeah,
occupied
Afghanistan.
American part.
Listen,
Sergeant Street.
You know what's funny? In Hartford, like my boys, we call that section Afghanistan. We call it Afghanistan. Like that's
for real?
Hell yeah. We're like, yo, where you live at? Brook Street? I'm like, oh, you live in that.
oh, Brook Street.
We're like, you live on Brook Street? I'm like, oh, Holmes live in Iraq. Like that's what they call it over there. Like if you live certain, like, oh, that's Iraq, that's Afghanistan.
Oh, nah, going to Weave, if a girl be like, oh, I live on Barber Street. It's no, I'm not going over to Barber Street to come see you. Dirty niggas outside of a building, they gonna whoop my ass.
Yeah.
I remember
They
telling
should
my
lie. They should like, you from the Ave, yo. Nah, I'm not even from the Ave. I'm from the South End. Dude, you from the Ave, though. Niggas just whoop your ass and you with a bike. No, like niggas. Some of my boys got their ass. So I got jumped once when I was like 10, but nothing like it to that extreme.
Remember when bikes just was for riding? Now they.
Oh yeah, I seen a couple niggas get slammed by a bike.
I remember telling my dad that story you told me, where I was like, yeah, Cliff, you can't go to certain neighborhoods or he'll just like to date chicks, or he'll get at night.
I mean, not now though. Yeah, when you get older, after like 25, you got like 2 kids. Niggas calm down after that shit.
My dad was like, to my stepbrother was like, do you ever thought about worrying about things like that? And we're like, no. He's like, we really do live good lives, or what, some bullshit. I was like, jeez.
Yeah,
it was pretty funny, man.
It's the experience growing up in Hartford, the trenches. And...
That's wild, man. I would have never, like, if I ever went on a date with a chick, the only thing I was worried about was her dad, like, threatening me before when I went over to their house and being like, listen, my little girl's I'll kill you. I'll, tie you to my car.
Yeah,
and
I can't wait to make more of this into like comedy though. 'Cause I feel like a lot of this shit's funny, but only to y'all.
Yeah,
but when I try to do it on stage, niggas look at me like I'm weird.
Well, this is what's for podcast is for.
Yeah.
Silly. Yeah. Someone will hear this and be like, what the fuck? This is a fucked up story, but I like it. It's the only thing I can, like, because I laugh at violent shit too. I'm not going to, like, when shit goes wrong, I can't help it. Like, I get this weird, like, all right, so you know when monkeys fight and they see a fight and they start, like, jumping around and, like, smacking shit? Like, I act that way minus the, like, I'll, like, smack a friend, be like, yo, look at this. But, like, I will, besides doing, like, the ha, like, I'll do that motion. I'll be like, I'll get like all excited. I can't help it. There's certain shit. Like if a fight breaks out in a bar, like I get a big ass grin on my face, and I just like step back, and I'm like, I don't know why, and I don't like it, but I do. It's like primal. Like we talked about. Men are just
exactly. We're just fucking beast.
Yeah.
Having said that, this isn't a fight story. like
oh,
I was chilling. No, because this is the thing that like made me. It also made me. It grew a friendship. Me and my friend Taylor, when we weren't friends, we were like with band in California out in for a band trip, and we were like in Disney waiting for our friends to get off a roller coaster. And we were sitting there like mad because we were stuck together because our other friends like ditched us to go on a roller coaster. We weren't friends, hanging out, and this little Mexican girl starts dancing down the boardwalk we're sitting on, and she's like having the best day, and we're both miserable. And I turn to this chick who I'm like we're just like, how's your day going? She's like, fine, bullshit. And I'm like, you see that little girl? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, I wish I could be as happy as that little girl is right now. And literally, as I said, right now, her foot got caught on one of the boards and she just fell, and like she's fat and just rippled as she hit the front.
You had me at fat.
Her face, dude, hit the ground, and her whole body just was like rippled across her whole thing. She started screaming, and her whole like Mexican family's like, oh, pardon, like what, I don't know, oh, senorita, and they're like helping her, like, oh,
Dios míos.
yeah, Dios mío, and me and this chick are like laughing, biting. Like I'm biting my knuckles, laughing. She's like leaning into me, we're crying, laughing, and this family's like lifting up their sobbing kid, looking at us like, "The fuck's wrong with you?" And we're just like, "No, it's not that." And we've been best friends ever since. So, but yeah, that bonds of friendship. See, Cliff, mine had a point.
So none of my stories had a point.
Yours are just you just grew up in a crazy place.
Yeah.
Mexican girl slapped her face, changed his whole day.
Exactly.
I mean, at least some of these people had it coming, though. You know, some of them was kind of like, that's kind of fucked up.
Hey, yo, he got his ass whooped in the same parking lot. His mother got stabbed.
I don't believe him though, because he was a crack baby. He was kind of slow. His name. It said. No, he said his name. No, I'm not gonna say his name. He had two names though. He's like, my name is James. You know, that's what he kept calling himself. And he seemed slow. Like he was slow. Cause like I'm not about to stop. I'm gonna keep running until you whoop my ass. Or I'm gonna swing at one of y'all niggas. Like I'm not about to just. I'm gonna do something.
This is the thing too. Not a disclaimer of any kind, but like. The special needs are people too, and they should be not. I'm saying they should be made fun of. They are horrible. Like they're not. I don't mean horrible. I mean like if they're just like any other person, and they can be super mean and super racist, all this shit.
Oh yeah.
In fact, I would will the bank that most mentally ill, challenged people. Morally or conservative. Very conservative. Dude, they say crazy shit about other mentally challenged people. Like, look at that fucking slanted-eyed fuck. Like, you're like, Jesus Christ, it's crazy. I've worked with them.
I remember I had a class with a kind of slow dude, and he was it was this gay guy. He gets up, we're in psychology. He's like, and you are an abomination. Being gay is not right. And he like runs out. He runs out the class and like
What'd you say?
he runs out. His name was now you know I don't like saying names, but he's like, yo, you said fuck Lil Wayne. That's how he talked. Yo, you said fuck Lil Wayne. Yeah, I said fuck Lil Wayne. Yo, I don't like the way you said fuck Lil Wayne. He said rap T.I. big shit popping. Everything. I was cool with one of them too. His name was Julio. He had Down syndrome.
Oh, I've been cool with a bunch of them.
Yeah, we should be
they're hilarious.
We should be listening to Gucci Mane together, and we used to do
Gucci Mane's
like this.
Allegedly on the spectrum.
Hey, okay, yeah, he probably could be.
He's the man, by the way. Shout out Gucci.
Asperger's.
I fuck with Gucci.
Yeah, he definitely not right in that head. But
that's the thing, and it's completely switch it up. Gucci Mane, not a huge fan of his style of music, but. Again, authenticity. Yes. Wow, that's the thing.
Yeah, him as a person.
Him as a person, it's just like, you know, I fucks with this dude. Heavy.
And
a lot of white people do.
I just want to touch on the irony of Cliff's statement because it's like, you know, when white people say I got the black friend. Like Cliff said all that fucked up shit about mentally challenged people. It was like, well, no, I have friends.
Nah, his name was Julio. He had like one eyebrow. Dude. He was cool, man. He like, yo, what up, Cliff? I'm like, yo, what up, yo?
That's what I mean,
and everybody else would be looking like, yo, Cliff, what's wrong with you? I'm like, nah, he cool.
Though.
Like,
dude,
I don't judge.
Let's put it this way.
He showed me love, show him love, you know?
If this was I mean, it's no, not you, James, but it's close. Like, if it was 3 mentally challenged people podcast, dude, that shit would be banned in every country. They'd be like, they said the craziest shit, and it would be hilarious. We'd love it. But it would be, like, regular people would be, I'm sorry, the woke crowd would be like, I guess we can't shut them up, but I can't sign off on what they say. Like, they would be just saying the craziest, funniest shit, no filter. That's how they are. And whatever. If you meet a woke, mentally challenged person, I'm sure they're out there. I'm just saying.
The woke crowd is phenomenal at being morally sound and morally correct in front of the cameras and in front of people.
Oh yeah.
Now, if they carried that same energy when no one is watching, then you know it would be believable. But like,
but they hypocrites themselves.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're the worst. They're the worst of the worst. It's just when the cameras is looking, now you want to act morally sound. I would never blah blah blah. But then when the cameras is off,
what
you calling people retarded?
Yeah. Well, I do
I'm not saying you woke.
I have a skit.
Oh no, I'm far from woke.
No, me too, dude. I have a skit on Instagram that I made fun of all the celebrities who have been caught doing shit recently, just random shit recently, and they always say this. It's always the same like script, but any one of them that says the N-word specifically is like, this is the first time I've ever said it. It's
hell
like,
no.
Okay, lie. I've said the N-word. I'm not in context. I'm saying I've even said it once or twice out of context. I'm not. Who
in the shower. You felt good.
I'll be straight up. There was a guy once just standing in the middle of the road, and I had to go around him, and I just was like, "Bam."
It was a feeling.
I was not having it. I didn't yell it. I've never said it to someone. Let's put it that way. But let's not all pretend like we've never said crazy shit. All right, like everyone out there acts like, oh, like this is the other thing. Like I watched the Boondocks with all my white friends, and believe me, after a group of white kids watches the Boondocks, their vocabulary changes for at least an hour.
I thought you were gonna say they acted highly offended.
But no, it is though. Like if even quote you and I've had like you it's. Let's not all pretend like there are people out there who pretend this like, oh, even if I'm alone in the car, I don't say it. It's like, dude, if I'm by myself and I'm just singing along to a song, I don't edit it when I say fuck shit or fuck this stupid cunt bitch. Like if I'm singing Eminem, that's what I'm saying. If I'm listening to Redman and he says the N-word and it's gonna happen. That's how it is. Having said that, I'm not stupid enough, to just sprout it at people in public and everyone knows, and I know you guys have dealt with this, that like too comfortable of white dude who's like, yo, you're my, yeah, he says one of those. Like,
when they're like, what are you doing? Trying too hard.
Yeah, and it's like
I don't like that.
And I've also met a lot of people who are like, I let white people say it. It's like that's around you. That's fine. That's around you. That's fine. And that's how it is with everything. But it's like don't let those white people go out in the world and just it's
Nah, I mean,
dude, I've seen it go
you can
bad.
do that, but if that they should have enough sense to know that.
I've seen it go bad, dude.
Bad. I think it should always go bad. That's me personally.
Yeah, man. Like that's why I don't throw it around. I've seen it go so horrible.
I've seen it go on a bus, man. Like a month ago, I was trying to do a bit about that. That shit was crazy. I'm like, yo, like he really said that. And the dudes, when they got off the bus, they was trying to fight him, but they really wasn't about shit. And everybody else was kind of like, they went, oh, you can't say that shit, but then they just back to their phones. Ain't nobody care. Everybody's trying to get to work, get home from work. That shit was bullshit. But I ain't gonna lie, if they would have beat him up, I would have kicked him like in the face twice. I was trying to go viral. I was like, you know what? Let me put my shout out, my name or something in this video.
And I won't use names. And it was the hard R. I once saw my friend call my other friend that, and when he called that, beat his ass in my old house, like where I lived. And I didn't do anything. Like I let it happen. But once my friend, like there was blood on my floor, and I was like, all right, chill, and I broke it up. But like once he said it, I just sat there. I didn't even like get up and was like, whoa, he didn't mean it.
What was the argument though? Like, what made him stoop that low?
All right,
you know what I mean?
Two things happened. The first thing was we were all a little drunk. So that's not the first thing. That's just context. We're all a little drunk. You're wearing a hat, Cliff.
Mm-hmm.
One of my friends, they were fucking around, but the other friend reached out and went to slap his hat, but slapped his nostril. And we're fucked up. These are also not one of the kids. This is not the kid. I'm one of those. If you touch my face, I
like a pit bull.
Nah, I don't like people touching my face either.
It gets me just furious, dude. I can't. I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
I think most men don't like it. Anyway, my other friend just got up and punched him like a bunch really quick and was furious, like, don't touch my fucking face. And the other and walked in the other room. I was like, yo, chill. At that point I got up. I was like, yo, calm down. Like I understood them hitting, but I was like, you gotta chill. It was getting crazy. Separate them. The other one goes in the other room, and I'm like, calm down. And Kevin's like, the other guy, one of them's like, it's cool. And then the one in the other room is like, whatever. And he drops a hard R, and I just like go. I literally went like this, shrugged, because I didn't even look back, and I just heard my other friend get up and run in there, and there was just just bad, and then my other friend was like,
"What'd you say, faggot? What'd you say?"
And they got, it broke it up. It was crazy.
Whenever you hear the ER, like it's just, I feel like I don't, like I said, I don't use the F word. I try not to. But you know what? I'm
using it on this drop so much.
I'm lying. I use it like I'll be playing a video game. I get mad. I'm like, come on, catch the ball.
Yeah.
Like,
or if we're hanging out, not you, but I'm saying if you're hanging out with like your friends and I always tried to say this, and there's countless bits about this. If your friend like does something effeminate and you just call them gay, that's just that's your decorum in your friend group. That's just the way it is. Yeah, it might not be acceptable in the mainstream, and yet if you want to, I don't think it's homophobic. I actually think when you do stuff like that, it's more like you're accepting, and it's just with your friends. Like I have gay friends. They did something gay. I'm not going to be like, that's so gay. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, it's like cool, but when it's with someone else, it's just a thing. I don't know.
See, like, so he said I got retarded friends.
It's not hateful, is what I'm saying.
You said I got gay friends before you told your gay story.
No, I'm saying if you did, like, I'm saying I wouldn't do that to my gay friends.
Okay,
I wouldn't like. We hang Pete Angelo. We never like call him a fag or anything. You know what I mean?
Why would I do that?
You know, no, I'm saying we don't. Like even you know, and he's going to be on the. He should be on the podcast next week, hopefully. Him and Colin Cook and any other arrangement of people I can get. But yeah, like you wouldn't though. That would be completely poor taste and mean and hateful. But if Cliff comes out of a room with a really tight tank top on and short shorts and is eating a lollipop, what are they? Popsicle. And he's like, yes. And I look at him and I go, you look kind of gay right now. It's like, yeah.
And paint that picture.
Yeah, and we got to take a picture after this where you guys can all see what Cliff Mula looks like and imagine that yourself, and try not to think that to yourself. And if you don't, it's cool. You're woke. Whatever. That's the thing. Isn't for you.
That's like back to trans though, because it's like, all right, if you're gonna be a woman, like you gotta like look good. You know what I mean? Like, you don't be thinking that like, yo, like why would I be an ugly dude all my life and an ugly girl? Like, why would I have that trouble?
Dude, yeah, ugly girls do have it. Yeah, dude, and this is it's true. Ugly girls do have it rougher.
But like people get judged by their looks. You know?
Dude, ugly girls have it rougher because ugly dudes have that like, the like I don't give a fuck swagger of like I can
funny,
make money,
charismatic, make money.
The idea of most men, the idea is that you just have to be successful, and that's defined by your own means. But like if you do that, then you're obtainable or desirable. In most guys' eyes, if they're mature, if that makes sense. I think so.
No, I agree. 100%.
I think that's an accurate description of how the average guy views themselves, whether they realize it or not. Like, yeah, that's what I mean. Your degree of success. I don't want to get all motivational.
I just want to say I love women.
Yeah, me too.
Hell yeah.
I'm not homophobic.
Again,
we need a man.
I love the mentally challenged, and I won't leave it at that because Kevin Hart could host the Oscars.
Some of my best friends are homophobic.
Yeah. Again, yeah. And we're gonna wrap this up in a minute because we've actually done double the amount.
Word,
which is
time
great.
flies.
No, this is awesome. This has been a great time. Again, this is called Yes Offense. It's a comedy podcast. We're trying to make you laugh. If it gets real at times, it's all in good humor. We're just trying to make you guys laugh. It's a fucking bit. Relax. This shouldn't be taken as something a politician would say, I should say, or anything. It's
I'm
a fucking
never running
bit.
for politics.
It's free too. Oh yeah, but right now these episodes are free. Anyone who's listening to these, even in the future, it's free right now. So don't try to fuck me.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys want to plug anything before we sign off?
Follow me on Instagram at Cliff Mula, CLIFFMULA.
Any shows?
May 29th, I'll be at the Hideout in Boston.
Oh, nice. You looked it up. Yeah. I don't know if we'll keep that.
Nah, I got booked today, so.
Weird. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be in Water Bay, April 28th.
Anything for you, James?
At UConn University at the Husky Tavern, I guess. Next Thursday.
I'll also be
Saturday.
You think that shit gonna be lit?
Yes.
I already hold it. I've heard that they've already sold.
Yeah, but he put like 10.
They've sold a lot.
Oh,
of
word!
tickets,
I gotta come through. Shit, but it's gonna be a lot of fucking comics. It's gonna be a lot of fucking comics.
Other comics listen to this. If I like you, you can come. If not, stay home.
Exactly.
Get sick again. No one cares.
Well,
No one cares if you guys are sick. Stop
all the comics
worrying
I fuck
about
with
it.
got sick.
No, I do. I everyone get better who I like, but you guys, no one really cares.
No, we kind of we're like the last 3 comics without COVID. That's why we're able to do this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
But I got Saturday smoking jokes.
I just actually got my first vax today, so
No, yeah,
in everyone's face.
Yeah. So smoking jokes.
Oh hell yeah!
That's Saturday.
try
You
to
can
come to
smoke
that.
weed
Hell
or
yeah.
hookah. May 1st, Elbow Room. May 21st, Theater in Manhattan. Got a flyer coming out for a show in Waterbury Outdoors, July 30th. And I'll be in Bridgeport doing something like really big the day before that, July 30th. It's just, wasn't able to let it out yet.
No,
But yeah.
hell yeah, dude.
My social media, sorry.
Yep.
Laugh More ENT. Laugh More MOOREENT on Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Yeah, and me, just follow me at Silly Selly on Instagram. You got any hate mail you want to send my way, sell it to yesoffenseofficial@gmail.com. Follow us on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes. Give us a 5-star review. That shit always helps. I will be, for come to see me do comedy, I'll be at Huskies they're this coming Thursday, the 22nd of April. April 29th, I'll be at the Woodbury Brewing Company. And April 30th, I'll be hosting my own Elbow birthday show, the Huckin' Hilarious Comedy Show at the Elbow Room in West Hartford. It starts at doors open 7, starts at 8. Headlining Colin Cook. We got Mo Musa and Katie Roy on the show. I'm
Straight
sure.
up killers.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm sure we'll have a few guest spots here and there. And also, I'm doing Sherman's Tap House May 4th, and I'll have a few more dates coming soon.
Yo, I'm on
guys.
that too.
Hell yeah.
May 4th.
Is that what you just talked about? Oh, hell yeah.
No, that was something else. I'm on the.
Well, we're on it. Paul. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on that.
Shout
one
out to
too.
Paul Gregory,
yeah,
too.
they've been
I don't-
booking me, man.
Yeah, always booking me and helping me out with so much shit.
forgot about
I don't
that
give
shit.
a fuck
Yeah, shout
what
out to
anyone
Paul,
says
man.
about him, unless
Yeah, them bitches be lying.
he
Yo,
kills
nah, I don't
someone
know.
and shit like
I'm
that.
playing,
yeah.
I'm playing.
Paul,
As long as you don't kill nobody black, I don't care.
I want to say this, Paul,
You can
what
still
Paul
book
has
me.
been able to do during this pandemic, like when people was dialing back, this dude has actually expanded.
Yeah,
He's in Southington. He's at UConn,
he's in West
Playhouse,
Hartford.
West Hartford. They got something coming up this week where like comics can go get their professional headshots.
Yeah,
So he's been putting a lot
trying to
into
make
the
it to a little
CT
business.
scene, which is to be commended.
Yeah,
I just
fuck
wanted to
with
say
that,
that.
dude. Definitely. And yeah, you guys, yeah, follow the podcast, please. Help me out, man.
Press that subscribe button, man.
Yeah, you guys. And again, just please send me any hate mail. I'll read it live. All right, and let's go out on a
Real talk.